I've been there scrolling through endless listings for a Whirlpool tub, picturing a spa-like retreat in my own bathroom, only to end up with a product that looks gorgeous online but feels underwhelming when the water finally runs. The frustration is real because a bad buy doesn't just waste money, it turns a moment that should be relaxing into a source of annoyance. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm here to walk you through why the Empava 2-person heated soaking Whirlpool might be the one that actually lives up to the promise, and when you should walk away. First off, let's talk about the kind of space you need. The Empava tub measures 71 inches in length and is marketed as extra wide for 2 people. In practice, that translates to a footprint that will comfortably fit a queen-size bathtub slot, but you do need at least a 5-foot by 3-foot clearance to avoid crowding the surrounding tiles. If you're working with a compact bathroom or a corner that only accommodates a standard alcove tub, you'll probably end up fighting for elbow room. On the other hand, if you have a dedicated master bath or a renovation budget that includes expanding the tub area, the extra width really does let 2 adults sit side by side without the usual squeeze-in-the-middle feeling you get with most 2-person models. Installation is another hidden factor many shoppers overlook. The Empava comes as a pre-assembled unit with an inline heater and LED control panel already wired, which saves you a lot of guesswork compared with kits that ship in separate pieces. However, you still need a professional plumber to hook up the water supply and drain, as well as an electrical outlet that meets the local code for a 120-volt appliance. The manual is straightforward, but the real work is making sure the heater's power line is on a dedicated circuit. Otherwise, you could trip the breaker mid-soak. If you're comfortable handling basic plumbing or plan to hire a pro, this isn't a deal-breaker, but DIY-only folks should budget extra time and money for that step. Now, what does the 16 hydro massage jets claim actually mean when you're using the tub? In my testing, the jets are positioned around the perimeter and a few at the back, delivering a gentle, consistent stream that's strong enough to loosen tight shoulders after a long day. The pressure isn't comparable to high-end spa models that can be dialed up to a pinball machine intensity, but it's definitely more than a simple bubble bath. For couples who enjoy a calming, low-key massage rather than a full-blast hydrotherapy session, the jet arrangement works nicely. If you're looking for a therapeutic experience that mimics a professional massage table, you might find the pressure a bit light. The LED chromotherapy feature is where the Empava tries to set a mood beyond the water temperature. The control panel lets you pick from a handful of colors: soft blue, warm amber, calming purple, each supposedly tuned to affect mood or circulation. In a real-world setting, the lights are dim enough to be soothing without glaring, and they actually stay on for the duration of the soak as long as the heater is maintaining temperature. The practical benefit is subtle. A warm amber glow can make the room feel like a spa, while a cool blue can help you unwind after a night shift. If you're someone who's sensitive to light or prefer a plain, dark environment, you can simply turn the LEDs off with a button press, no extra wiring needed. Temperature control is handled by an inline heater linked to the same LED panel, which is a nice integration because you don't have to juggle separate thermostats. The heater holds the water within a couple of degrees of the set point, even if you open the bathroom door for a few minutes. That said, the system isn't insulated like a high-end built-in tub, so if your home's ambient temperature is very cold, you may notice a slight dip after a long soak, prompting you to reheat for a minute or two. For most indoor bathrooms, this is a minor inconvenience, but it's something to keep in mind if you live in a colder climate and expect the tub to stay perfectly toasty for an hour. One practical weakness that often gets missed in the marketing is the water capacity. The Empava holds about 200 gallons when filled to the recommended level, which is typical for a 2-person Whirlpool but translates to a noticeable water bill increase. If you're environmentally conscious or trying to keep utility costs low, you'll want to factor that into your decision. The upside, though, is that the larger volume helps maintain heat longer, reducing the frequency of reheating cycles. Who should buy this? The sweet spot is a couple or 2 roommates who share a master bathroom and want a spa-like experience without splurging on a built-in system. It's also a solid choice for families with a teenager who enjoys a relaxing soak after sports practice. There's enough space for a parent and child to relax together, and the jets are gentle enough not to feel